Spring has arrived. With the return of the sun and the new blooms beginning to sprout all around. The emergence of spring may find you yawning and stretching after a nice long winter hibernation. And hasn't it been a long hibernation for many of us? Your days may seem brighter now, your mood lighter, and a sense of inspiration may begin to stir within you. It's not far away now. Have you noticed the bubbling up of new ideas? Are your thoughts urging you to get started on an exciting project that's been on the back burner for way too long? Perhaps you're feeling the itch to travel and just get out of your home. Wouldn't we all love that? And maybe take a short road trip. Just after being cooped up and locked down all winter. Everything in nature operates in accordance with the law of cycles and rhythms. Each new season brings out a flavour of its own, and like the changing of the seasons, you too have a cycle. You too have a way to connect with a different theme over the course of the year. And spring is the time of year when newness is buzzing, energy levels are picking up, and you're more and more ready to get busy and active. So think about what it is that you want to accomplish this spring. What is it that you want to bring in and create? Now, normally there are three primary energies that are the foundations for everything. There is creation, transformation, and completion. These energies operate together to illustrate the law of cycles and rhythms. You cannot avoid nature's cycles, but you can influence your personal experience with them. Creation is all about the energy that has a ton of momentum behind it. Have you ever noticed that when you have a surge of excitement or passion or motivation, you feel as though you can take on the world? That creation is called creation's energy. It's pure, it's alive, and it's ready to go. Then there is transformation energy. The energy of transformation has a slower, steadier pull associated with it. Anything that's in the process of being created or being done, and you're able to find what you need to transform: a relationship, a life change, a job, a project, a plan, even a conversation. Everything comes from the creation of the in-transformation energy. Things are moving along at whatever pace is necessary for the process to unfold. And finally, there is the completion energy. And this energy also is packed with a powerful punch. If you've ever achieved a huge goal, you know how amazing it feels with all the hard work accumulating and peaking and coming to an exhale as you take all of it in and find that way to complete what you're doing. How amazing it is to know that you've finished what you've accomplished. And these energies are important to understand because all of us can either work with them or we can work against them. Either way, the energy is flowing. You'll learn to ride it, or you'll get to toss it like a little bit of stuff that you don't want. You'll learn to accept it, or you'll find a way to ignore it. Spring's energy is a creation energy. It's not to say that this is the only time of the year that you'll feel inspired to create something new. However, this is a time of year when you allow yourself to birth fantastic ideas, to gain huge amounts of momentum, to solidify all the things that you've been seeking and wanting, to find more and inclined to be freshened and to be more moving through your energy. When you feel a surge of ideas, hope and creativity rises up inside of you, you have to jump on that wave and ride it like a superstar champ that you are. Just know that these energies teach us about the elements, the cycles and the rhythms of nature. Know that it encourages us to learn how to sync ourselves up with the seasons, both internally and externally. You've probably also heard it being said that what happens in nature around you is a reflection of how your own internal functioning is operating. How you can learn to adapt to nature. How to enjoy when the sun comes out. How to rejuvenate when it's winter. How to understand what it is to be in the middle of spring and find that beautiful harmony. One of the best ways to do this is to connect with the energy of spring when it presents itself to you. Just meditate on the key words that come up to you. Newness, fresh, passion, excitement, new beginnings, rebirth, transform. And then get busy doing what you are feeling from that inspiration. So let's begin. This is a meditation of spring that you can use to feel inspired. Just find a cozy spot to relax. Minimize your distractions by turning off your mobile and just being in that space, and just begin to breathe. Slowly and deeply. And as you settle into your space, just notice your breath and how it connects you to your physical body and any sensations you may be feeling. Imagine in your mind now thoughts that you may have and let them float by. Just take a few moments to think about the energy of creation and just notice how it aligns with the newness of spring and the season that we're about to enter. What does this time of year represent for you? Do you have a traditional connection to spring? Or is spring something different that is stirring inside of you when you see the first bloom or the first sign of newness around you? Begin to notice how the energy of spring is stirring within you. What needs to be freshened up in your life? Is there something that you've been dragging along and you know it's time to clutter it away, to get rid of it because it's been holding you back? Is there a new project that you're feeling inspired to start? Now that the sun will slowly start to come out more and more and the birds are chirping, what is your feeling of passion and excitement and motivation in your life telling you? What are you going to create? And breathing in and breathing out. And feel your own energy now and become conscious of the sensations in your body as you breathe deeply. What are the words, phrases, or feelings that come up for you now? Tell you. Inhale and exhale. And as you think about the energy of spring and how you're experiencing it internally, ask your higher self now, or your higher power. Just ask it about this idea or this project or this plan that you're beginning. And allow your higher self to represent your higher good. And for the good of all that you want to be affected by this project, allow there to be a connection. Understand yourself. Understand the reason why this is important to you. Notice if there's any blockages that may come up. Just observe. Breathing in and breathing out. Now just imagine yourself going out into this new season and beginning the things that bring you the most joy. Just bringing your thoughts and ideas into your external environment now and making them come to life. Just see yourself cultivating and harnessing the energy of spring, both internally and externally. Imagine a flower opening up every morning to the sun's light. And just notice how that flower is excited to take on the day as it totally opens up its petals to receive the goodness and the love and the joy of the day. And then become aware of, at the end of the day, how that same flower very delicately, very precisely closes its petals, preparing to rejuvenate and to heal. And this is a good time to design your action plan now of what it is that you want to create and begin as you take the steps forward. Most important thing to do is when you ride the energetic high of the spring season to take action. Just take that one small step. Energy rises and subsides. It ebbs and it flows. It's alive and it's moving. As you breathe in and breathe out. Your job is just to tune into the energy and harness it to create what you want in your life. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. So make sure you jump on it and maximize the season. Realization in terms of your new ideas, your plans or projects. Revisit your bucket list, or even just look at the things that you've always wanted to do but you've put them on the back burner because you've been too busy. What newness can you create in your life right now? Oftentimes, like this, cause us to have a spring clean. Maybe weeding of the garden or just getting out in nature to smell the fresh blooms can be enough to get you motivated and moving, to feel invigorated. Maybe it's an opportunity for you to get rid of some people in your life that have been holding you back. Clean out your cupboards. Spring brings new beginnings, like an early morning sunrise. Each day is a new opportunity for you to create something incredible. Why you can do this, just allow this to be the beginning or the calling of the year that you'd like to have. Spring represents the beginning, to put a pep in your step. So I want you to just spend a moment now just visualizing the following. Just that your body and mind become more and more relaxed with each breath and each moment. And I want you to imagine yourself walking outdoors. You're walking through the trees. Notice the trees, the branches, their leaves. Moving in a slight breeze, and just let the sun shine down warmly. And as you walk towards a clearing in the trees, as you come closer to the clearing, you see that it's a meadow. And as you walk out of the trees into the meadow, the tall green grasses blows gently. And because you've had a long winter, you're probably feeling a little bit tired. And you imagine and you know it would be so nice to sit down in the grass. And as you walk further and further into the meadow now, looking around, you imagine the meadow in your mind's eye. And as you imagine what this meadow looks like, you find that place to sit down. And you may want to sit or lie down in that grass, knowing that it's dry knowing that there's a blanket for you and that you can just unroll that blanket over the grass and just lie down. Feel the breeze caress your skin as you sit or lie in that sun. This pleasant day, this warm day, quiet and peaceful, breathing in, breathing out. The grass whispers to you, asking you easily and comfortably to take action in this season. And as you allow your imagination to listen to the sounds of the meadow, listening to the birds singing, the rustling of the breeze through the grass, imagining small ladybugs just climbing a blade of grass, climbing up towards the very top, pausing for a moment and then flying away. Feel the sun on the face. Imagine turning the face towards the sky, eyes closed, enjoying the warmth of the sun. Just feel that sun. Smell the grass, the wildflowers, the smell of the sun on the earth. Notice, just notice within your own self how comfortable you are. Know that this meadow is lush and green and a haven for birds and animals, and you're part of that. Rest and connect in peace in this beautiful meadow. Just notice the sounds and the sights and the smells around you, and feel the soft grass beneath you, the sun and the breeze on your skin. Imagine all these details of this place. And just know that as you connect with this meadow, it represents the beginning of spring for you. It represents a beginning. And you have in your mind an idea of what you want to accomplish and what you want to do. So just sit now in this meadow, accumulating all your thoughts, all your ideas. And just allow the music to take you there until the very end. I'm Joey Busuttil. Namaste.